untreated heartburn or acid reflux can lead to cancer, which is pretty crazy. If you want a way to force your body to permanently stop acid reflux and heartburn in 48 hours, click the link in the description below. For now, let's get to today's question.
Love Fest February 27, 1981. Enough to give you heartburn. http://pastedaily.com/wp-content/upload/2015/02/news for February 27, 1981.mp3. Or click on the link here for audio player. CBS World News Roundup plus Newsbreak plus Hourly News February 27, 1981 Gordon Skene Sound Collection. News for this February 27 in 1981 had much to do with the visit of British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher to Washington and the veritable love fest that blossomed between the White House and No. 10 Downing Street. Thatcher arrived in Washington for talks. And by the end of the first day it was apparent that both Prime Minister Thatcher and President Reagan greatly admired each other. Though the subject of both countries' economic woes didn't come up, they spoke at length about their shared ideologies. But while that was going on, the situation in El Salvador was becoming the focus of a joint Chiefs of Staff meeting, scheduled to take place on this day to discuss a list of options for increased military aid to that country. The options presented were small teams of military advisors to teach weapons maintenance and basic infantry techniques. In addition, the Pentagon was expressing growing concern over American pilots flying helicopter patrols along El Salvador's mountainous northern border, and apparently rebels had been firing on those helicopters. Secretary of State Alexander Haig told reports at the previous night's gala White House dinner that El Salvador was not going to become another Vietnam, as many people had feared. Elsewhere in the world, arrests and a widening of purges in Spain's military followed an aborted coup d'état, with 4 generals reportedly held. All told, some 30 officers were in custody as well as some 240 civil guardsmen who held control of the lower house of parliament for 18 hours. The defense ministry added that other branches of the military were also under investigation. The attempted coup sent thousands of Spaniards to the streets to rally in support of democracy and to condemn the abortive coup. The marches, with an expected estimate upwards of 1 million people, were expected to be held all over Spain, was actively supported by all of Spain's political parties and the major trade unions. The government, in the meantime, launched an official inquiry over the aborted military coup. The king, vowing to uphold democracy in Spain, had condemned the plot, but warned the public to be calm and exercise restraint, fearing too much criticism of Spain's armed forces could prove counterproductive. And that's a small slice of what went on in the world. This February 27, 1981 is reported by the CBS World News Roundup. And while you're listening, we're 6 days away from ending our emergency fundraiser, and if we haven't heard from you yet, now's the time to chip in what you can and help us get over this financial crisis. We've been getting a lot of support the past few days and we need to keep it up if we're going to get over this major hump. Chip in what you can, it's tax deductible and every penny is going to making sure we don't get evicted. Give what you can, and if you can't, please tell your friends. We need all of you and we are beyond grateful to all of you who have contributed so far. Please click on the link below and chip in what you can, before it's too late. We need you when there's not much time left. Like this. Like loading. Related. Originally published at pastedaily.com on February 27, 2015.